take your seats. As you can see, I'm sharing the podium. This is Ethan's friend. So Kevin, he's visiting from the boss haunted house, but we will have to ask him to share the stage here in a moment. Next slide. You can pull up this slide deck using the QR code here, and I'll give you a second to get caught up with us. And in that time, I'm going to turn it over to opening remarks.
I think we're ready to go.
Absolutely. It's your turn to speak, sir. Kick us off. Oh, you have nothing to say to these people that can't speak?
No, we're ready to go.
Okay.
I'm really interested to hear what everybody else has to say. Nobody wants to hear from me.
General Brooks, Command Sergeant Major 13.
Okay, Virginia, since you're putting the pressure on. Hey, first of all, it's great to see commanders, directors, command sergeants, major, and several folks from across the installation. I appreciate what you have done in the past since the last SillFACTS, and I've taken a glance at all the upcoming activities and events. And we are in extremely busy times, and I appreciate all the support that all of you continue to provide across the installation to take care of our soldiers, our Marines, our airmen, and their families here at Team Hall in Fort Sill. So I appreciate it, and with that, Virginia, over to you.
All right, sir, instead of our usual TeamSill recognitions this morning, we have in front of you on the table domestic violence proclamation for our teams to sign. So will those that are on there, and then also we have ACS here to catch us up on what you have in front of you.
Good morning, my name is Margarita De Leon. I am the County Advocacy Program Manager here at Fort Sill. As we come together this October, it is important to recognize that this month holds special significance as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Here at Fort Sill, we stand united in raising awareness about the impacts of domestic abuse and committing ourselves to support survivors and promote a culture of respect and safety. Domestic violence can affect anyone regardless of rank, age, gender, or background. It undermines the very values that we hold dear: trust, integrity, and the strength of our community. To spark change, we have to talk openly and acknowledge how domestic abuse affects our communities, our families, and our lives. It is not only a private issue, but one that reaches into the very heart of our community. This month is a time to break the silence. It's time to educate, to listen, and to extend a helping hand to those in need. Whether it's offering support or connecting victims with available resources, each of us has a role to play in preventing domestic violence. As we reflect on the importance of Domestic Violence Awareness Month and the role each of us plays in fostering a safe, supportive community, I want to emphasize that our commitment goes beyond words. It's backed by action. With that in mind, we will be out in the community supporting multiple events to bring awareness and support to the cause. We invite the community to wear purple on Fridays, to participate in the DVP Phoenix Run on the 9th, or register and pick it up date night, among other pop-up events that we'll have at the commissary and throughout the community. And finally, I would like to invite our leadership forward to formally sign the Domestic Violence Awareness Proclamation. This serves as a pledge from Fort Sill to continue raising awareness, supporting survivors, and working tirelessly to prevent domestic abuse within our ranks and community. By signing this document, we reaffirm our dedication to uphold the values of respect, dignity, and safety for all members of our community. Together, we are sending a clear message. Domestic violence has no place at Fort Sill. And we will remain vigilant in our efforts to ensure the well-being of everyone who calls this place home. Following SillFACTS, the proclamations will be set out for everyone to come up and sign the pledge to bring awareness and support to our community. Thank you for your commitment to this cause and for standing with us as we move forward in unity and strength and to prevent domestic violence. Thank you.
thank you for the value and importance in that, and supporting our community in that. Be sure to sign that as you leave command teams and others that are in the room with us. Now we have the Red Cross here to brief as we head into the winter months.
Thank you, everyone. We just rolled through September. It was National Preparedness Month, and we're rolling into October. This is National Fire Safety Month. And then we do have winter weather fastly approaching. So I just wanted to be sure and share a few things with you. I do have some handouts on the table over there. If you would swing by and grab those, there's some safety checklists for winter storms, power outages that go hand in hand with those things. I want to remind everyone to be sure to keep those battery backups charged, and as well as keep those cables and plugs in your car so that if you can't charge something in the home, you can take it out to your car and charge it. Okay? Fire safety. Regardless of whether you're on base or off base, you live on base or off base, we can assist you. Regardless of whether you have insurance or no insurance, we can assist you. As long as your house is classified by the fire department as uninhabitable or major or destroyed, then there's financial assistance available for you through the Red Cross that you do not have to pay back. Not just the financial assistance, but we have health services available for you. They can help you replace those medications, that medical equipment, those CPAP machines that you've lost in the fire. We have mental health services also available, and we have disaster spiritual care services available as well. We are working very hard here within Comanche County to build our volunteer base and to support you. We're here to assist on wildfires when there's a need for canteen purposes. I know we just recently had one, and you guys just recently experienced a fire here on your base in one of your homes. So we are so sorry about that, but we are here to help, we're here to support, and we just want to make sure everyone is aware of that. As far as winter storms, back to those winter storms again, I want everyone to have that preparedness kit ready, have that go bag ready. You guys probably already have those packed, but let's go back and check them again at least twice a year. Make sure you replace all of those perishable items that might be in there, or the batteries might need to be replaced that are in there. Lots of things, your flashlight, your batteries, your radio, so you can stay informed with the communication that's going out. Lots of things come out in a winter storm, where those local shelters are located. So those are things you want to make sure you keep up with. Protect your home as well. Make sure the pipes, your outside water faucets are turned off, the hoses are removed so they're not going to freeze and explode, and make sure that you insulate inside and out under your home even if possible. Your heating equipment is properly ventilated. In the event of a power outage, I want to remind you about generators. Be very cautious with those. You do not want those inside your home. You do not want those anywhere near an intake vent that might pull that carbon monoxide back into your home, especially in a garage. Be very cautious of that. Keep that extra heating material on hand. And before it does get icy or snowy or anything like that, in that last bit of green grass that we have, make sure your grass is trimmed down, your trees are trimmed back to prevent any risk of wildfire. Make sure that the trees are trimmed back so that if the ice does coat them, they don't get too heavy and fall on your home. One thing you don't need is a hole in your roof in the wintertime, or even in a storm. So those are just some really good things to remember. Okay. Do we have another slide there? No? Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. And 1-800-RED-CROSS, if you do ever experience a disaster, that's your immediate line to a real person that's going to help you get assistance, okay? Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Dolt with the Department of Public Works to share some important differences with you.
Thank you. Good morning, Fort Sill. Next slide. So, as part of our preparedness, take a look around your building. This is not Corvius, but all of the other Fort Sill buildings. If you see an issue, this is how you can report it. This is the quickest way to get somebody out to take a look. For those non-emergency type, we encourage you to go to the ARMA website. If you don't have a TAC card, you can still follow that, request an account, get a password and username. If you see water pouring out, electrical sparking, something like that, call the emergency help desk, 580-442-3251. Give them your name. This is also hugely important. Give them your building number. When you say, I'm Sergeant Smith with Unit XYZ, my building has a water leak, we don't know who that is. Just like you would give a 911 operator your address, our folks need to know which building it is so we can respond quickly. Thank you so much.
All right, now that you're all well prepared to take care of your buildings and your homes this winter, I would like to invite Mr. Plush to talk with us about some of the religious service opportunities coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Just a couple things to be aware of during the month of October. The Garrison Religious Support Office is having our annual Chapel Family Picnic on Sunday, 6 October, beginning at 12:30 over at Ambrosia Springs Park. There will be great food, games, and an opportunity to meet other families, and all are welcome. You can change the slide too. Also, the Fall Life Connect semester is underway at Frontier Chapel. Life Connect meets on Thursday evenings from 17:30 to 19:30. There are various program opportunities, such as financial planning done by ACS, Navigators Ministry, Children and Youth Programs, and a PWOC book study. And as always, dinner is provided. Subject to any other questions, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, you may have noticed their table, and they have lots to share with us this month. I'm going to invite our Reynolds Army Health Clinic to share about flu shot.
Thank you, Virginia. Good morning, Fires team. My name is Joel McFarland. I'm the Public Affairs Officer for Reynolds Army Health Clinic. So I know the weather isn't exactly cooperating, but it is fall, believe it or not. And with that, we're kicking off our 2024-2025 flu drive. So starting today at Reynolds Army Health Clinic, all flu shots for all beneficiaries are going to be available. Our Army Public Health Nursing staff did brief last month regarding our active duty service members, and that has not changed. So all soldiers, you will receive your flu shot with your unit, with a couple of caveats, and I'll talk about those just for a moment. And commanders, if you're worried about your med pros, we will get those vaccines administered. If you have questions about your unit flu rodeos, you can call the Army Public Health Nursing staff at 558-8456, and they will make sure that you guys are squared away. But for everyone else, you can see that all other beneficiaries, family members, retirees, and other TRICARE beneficiaries will get screened at any regularly scheduled primary care appointment. So when you come in for any appointment, they're going to make sure that you do have your flu shot, and if you do not, you will have the opportunity to receive your flu shot during any of those appointments. That includes the Fires Clinic, our loyalty and integrity clinics, as well as pediatrics. Parents, when you do take your kids into the pediatric clinic, if you are a TRICARE beneficiary, you will have the opportunity to receive your flu shot with your child in the pediatric clinic as well. Now, like we do every year, we're going to have some Saturday clinics, flu drive clinics available on the 26th of October and the 7th of December from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Medical Mall at Reynolds Army Health Clinic. That's open to all TRICARE beneficiaries. So if you haven't had the opportunity to receive your flu shot by then, you can come in on either of those Saturdays this month and in December as well. We are not offering appointments specifically for flu shots, except for on Fridays throughout our flu drive, the pediatric clinic will offer additional flu shot specific appointments just on Fridays. This will help get the kids situated for any school activities and meet any additional CYS requirements for the flu shot as well. Now, having said that, our immunizations clinic is available for walk-ins for the flu vaccine and any other seasonal immunizations from daily from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then again from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is our last available time because there is a little bit of time we have to have before observations after we administer any vaccines. So that will end at 3 p.m. as well. This is from 6 months up to 64 years. Now, if you're over 64 years, we do recommend you get the higher dose flu vaccine, which we unfortunately do not have at the clinic this year, but that is available at any, if not most, of our TRICARE approved pharmacies out in the Lawton area. If you'll notice on your tables there, we have a flyer that has not all of our TRICARE approved pharmacies, but most of them and the most widely utilized ones here in the Lawton Fort Sill area as well. If you have questions about your specific pharmacy that may or may not be on this list, you can call your pharmacy and they'll be able to let you know if they are within the TRICARE network or not. A lot of those did change last year. And then also the TRICARE Nurse Advice Line, 1-800-TRICARE, will also be able to let you know if any specific pharmacy, whether you're in this area or somewhere else during the holiday season, is within the TRICARE network pharmacies. That should be no cost to you with your military ID. There's quite a bit of information on that flyer. Make sure you get any kind of documentation to annotate in your shot records as well. That's not the same thing as a receipt, so it should have all of the information about the lot number and match and things like that as well. I believe that is all we have for the flu drive this year. I just want to take a quick moment to highlight our radiology clinic, breast imaging center, mammography techs are at the table back here for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is the month of October. So please be sure to swing by their table on your way out today. And then one of our beneficiary counselor and assistance coordinators, Mr. Matt Sings, is going to take just a minute to talk about our TRICARE, Humana to Tri-West transition that's going to happen here at the first of the year.
All right, good morning, everybody. I'm the patient advocate over Reynolds and I'm the beneficiary coordinator. I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about the TRICARE changes that are coming up January 1st. So currently as it stands, there are 2 TRICARE regions, the East region and the West region, and we are currently in the East region here in Oklahoma. Humana Military manages the East region, and currently Health Net Federal Services manages the West region. Starting January 1st, Health Net Federal Services will no longer have the TRICARE contract in the West. Tri-West Healthcare Alliance has won the new contract for TRICARE in the West region, and they will take over operations for the West region. And there will be 6 states moving to the West region starting January 1st, and Oklahoma is one of those states. So the states that are moving: Oklahoma, Texas, Wisconsin, Louisiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin. All of those states will move over to the West region and will be under the new TRICARE contract under Tri-West Healthcare Alliance. So what we know so far is that all referrals that you currently have in the system will stay good whenever you transition to Tri-West and go to the West region. Those referrals will stay good. You will not have to get new referrals for every category of patient. So that is one good thing. What we also know is that open enrollment season for TRICARE changes, because you can make changes to your TRICARE benefits every open enrollment season. This year is from 14 November to 14 December 2024, and those changes that you make to your TRICARE benefits will take effect on 1 January. What we're also told is this year during open enrollment season, although technically we will still be under Humana Military for the contractor, patients that need to make changes to their TRICARE for 2025 during open enrollment season will have to call Tri-West, the new contractor. Those numbers have not been published yet, and the website has not been published yet, but every patient will be sent a letter from Tri-West letting them know that they are transitioning over to the West region, and it will explain everything that you need to do if you need to take any action. Most people will not have to take any action as a patient. Right? All that stuff will happen behind the scenes unless you want to make changes to your TRICARE. Those websites will be on the letters that you receive from TRICARE. Some patients have already received them, but those websites and that phone number for TRICARE West, Tri-West Healthcare Alliance will not be active until 2 November. You can start going in there. For some of the folks that manage their healthcare and have a humanamilitary.com account where you can go in and manage your bills, you can look at your referrals, you can look at all the You will start January 1st. You will no longer be able to use the Humana website. You're going to have to start a Tri-West website, and that website will be on the letter that you receive. 2 November is when you'll start to be able to sign up for those accounts. I will be here after if you have any questions. The biggest change will be for Reynolds Army Health Clinic personnel, because we will be working with a totally new contractor, a totally new company, and totally new people. The change for you guys should be very minimal.
All right, now to get into some family action planning, ACS.
Good morning. My name is Jesse Brown, the new outreach specialist for ACS. And I want to invite you to do something that your spouse or significant other will never probably ask you to do, and that is to complain. So we are currently in the next slide. The Army Family Action Plan is a venue for folks to share their issues and ideas to bring about improvements to the quality of life for everyone. And so some of the things that have come about for that are the recent monetary allowance that are given to soldiers as their PCSing to help move their pets. That was an ACAP issue. Some of the local issues that have been resolved were the dog park that's in nearby Buffalo Acres. And so our goal is you submit the issues and ideas, and we will get them to the right people to hear it, and hopefully get those quality of life issues implemented. There's a number of ways to do that. We have some flyers. We have the little lifesaver cards. Scan that QR code, and it will explain how you can go about doing that. Now, I mentioned that your spouse isn't going to ask you to complain. However, they might complain to you if you don't let them know about our upcoming Spouses Day in the City. That's open to new spouses in the area. October 11th, they're going on a tour of OKC. They're going to visit the Merle Memorial Museum, check out Brooktown. All the entrance fees are paid for. The only thing that they will need to purchase is their lunch at Brooktown. And it's open to the first 15 spouses, so please let them know so that they don't complain to you that they didn't get to go. Thank you very much.
So just so you know, everyone, it's clear with everyone. So this isn't a complaint line. This is an Army campaign to see where they can improve quality of life for soldiers and families. So absolutely take advantage of it. They need the feedback, and they need to hear where we can improve and where we can do things better. But it's more than just a complaint line. It is a resource to improve quality of life for soldiers and families. So take advantage of it. It's there for each and every one of us, but it's more than just someone filing a complaint. Thank you.
Now to tell us more about how we can take care of soldiers and trainees, Chaplain Shane.
Good morning. 44 Brigade is coordinating an Adopted Soldier program this year. It is the sponsorship program to invite 2 to 4 battle body team of IET soldiers on Christmas Day. If you are active duty, National Guard, Reserve, retiree, or DA civilians who lives on post or off post, not in Fort Sill or Eldon Fletcher area, you are eligible to apply for this. This info paper and the application will be either in a QR code or in paper and available to you to sign up. And this will be a great opportunity to show appreciation and also have IT soldiers who are stay back during Christmas holiday to feel at home. Pending your question, that's all I have.
Last year that filled up pretty quick, so if you're interested, be sure to reach out. Now to talk more about what it takes to be an FCC provider, we're going to welcome Child and Youth Services.
Good morning, everyone, and Happy New new fiscal year. I was waiting for someone to say Happy New Year. I know it's a time where we have to do New Year stuff and that's fun, but at least we get something to look forward to, starting a new fresh year and growing programs and such. My name is Susie Anderson, and I am the Fort Sill Family Child Care Director. Family child care is an option of child care offered in the homes of the residents who are authorized to provide child care in their military home on the installation. Family members, retirees, and qualified civilians are eligible as to work as an independent contractor. Unauthorized child care is providing child care in excess of 10 hours collectively on a regular basis. So I wanted to stick that out there because if someone is doing that, then we need to follow up with it and offer them to get certified. The path to becoming a FCC provider, it is a process, but it's one that you'll be supported with, or someone will be supported with through the whole way. The first step is a family interview and the application process to start background checks. The second one is the orientation training. Our orientation is held every month. The training is at no cost to the provider. After that, we would submit them for a health assessment at Reynolds at the Occupational Health Clinic, just to make sure everything's good, your vaccines are up to date, and you're able to safely or helpfully provide child care to children. After all that, the next step is to set your environment in the home. We have a FCC closet that offers materials for new providers to check out and use until they can replace it with their own stuff. So it helps offset costs to starting a new business as well. The environment we pride is a safe environment first, a sanitary environment, and a developmentally appropriate environment for children of all developmental needs. After we set the environment, then the next step would be to get posts out to get them inspected. There's 4 inspections that are required that need to be done before they can operate and open their home. Post safety, post fire, Army Public Health, and Environmental Health all visit the home and inspect it before it is allowed to be open for care. And lastly, the last step is the certification process. Once everything's done, background checks are done, the inspections are completed, the health assessment's back, and the training is completed, it's time to certify, and then that's when I send the certification up to the colonel, and he signs it, and then you would be an official FCC provider. Our team consists of 10 open homes right now, and they provide a realm of different programs to offer to the community. We have 5 in process, so our team is growing, and hopefully by the end of the year, the calendar year, we will have 15 open homes, or maybe even more. FCC providers, we have several of them in different parts of their journey. They've just opened, or we've got some veterans, and even some that are accredited at the highest level. We have a great team that they work together to support each other and mentor, so we can provide quality care to our patrons. You would have an outstanding management team. It consists of a director and a trainer to ensure that we make you successful. We will not let you fail. In closing, in my opinion, Fort Sill is setting the standard for Army child care in the home. We are the best in the Army, and we would love for you to join our team. Thank you.
I also hear they make great money. So if you're interested in that, be sure to reach out. I am really excited to welcome up the City of Lawton. They have quite a few team members here from different parts of the city, and they are going to tell you about what's coming up I don't know if you know this, but Fort Sill actually reflects the city of Lawton for our Halloween decision, so they're here to talk with you about what that's going to look like this year.
All right, thank you so much, Virginia, and thank you so much, command team, for having us in Fort Sill. This is Lawton, Fort Sill, and so we're excited to be out here shifting the tides between what's going on in our community and our city, along with our military establishment. Just with Arts and Humanities, we have things going on nearly every week. Kicking it off for Halloween, we have a free family movie night, and that's going to be this Friday. In addition to the family movie night, we're going to have Halloween trivia. We'll also be giving away prizes. We'll have some Spirit of Halloween gift cards, and so it's fun for the whole family. Come on out. One thing that we're really excited about at McMahon Memorial Auditorium, located at 801 Northwest Ferris, right by Elmer Thomas Park, is that we have several big performers that have been coming through, and we've been increasing our kind of name in Southwest Oklahoma. So we have Joe Gatto, which anyone watching Practical Jokers? Anyone seen any of that? Okay, so Joe Gatto from the Practical Jokers will be at McMahon Memorial Auditorium on October 11th, so we're super excited about that. That is a ticketed event, so you do have to buy your tickets. We also have Ty Bowie, who is a national acclaimed author, coming through. We're teaming up with the Fort Sill Library, Duncan Library, and Lawton Library, and several other entities, Cameron University, to bring her. And as part of our NEA Big Read, it's a $20,000 grant. This is our third time receiving it, and it's also our third time being the only entity in the state of Oklahoma to get our grant funded. So we're excited about that. October 28th, at the end of the month, we have the U.S. Army Field Band and Choir. They present America the Beautiful. They'll be at McMahon Memorial Auditorium. That is a free event. We look forward to seeing everybody out there. So I'm going to hand it off to Caitlin Gatlin, who's going to be talking about some of the other citywide events that are going on.
Yes, thank you so much, Jason. As he mentioned, my name is Caitlin Gatlin. I'm the Communications and Marketing Manager for the City of Lawton. And in case you didn't know, the City of Lawton takes Halloween incredibly serious. So first off, just our citywide trick-or-treating, that is happening on October 31st this year, which I know our citizens are super excited to actually have that on Halloween. That'll be from 6 to 9 p.m. And also before that is our Halloween bash. And this is where I'm talking about we get super serious about it. We have over 15 departments and divisions within the City of Lawton who gather in our banquet hall at City Hall, located at 212 Southwest 9th Street. And man, we go all out with our booths and our costumes, and we invite all of the families and their kiddos to come walk through the banquet room and take pictures and get as much candy as they can before the actual trick-or-treating within the city starts. So that's what's happening at City Hall and throughout the city, but also our Parks and Recreation Department always has a lot going on for our community. A lot of these are happening at the Owen Center, located at 1405 Southwest 11th Street, starting on October 19th, the Monster Mash, costume party, dance, food, costume contest, all of your regular Halloween activities there. They're having their second annual pumpkin run. That's at Verna Cook Park, which is off of Southwest 12th Street, with all of those details in your packets. And finally, the trunk or treat, also happening on October 31st there at the Owen Center. And we really tried to make sure that all of our events on Halloween, I mean, you can hop from one spot to another there within the City of Lawton, so you're welcome, parents. And now we're going to pass it off to Tanya Organ with the Lawton Public Library.
Hello everybody, I am the Community Engagement Librarian with the Lawton Public Library. We always have lots of events going on. Our first one I want to touch on is the Books and Brew Local Author Festival that's actually happening this Saturday from 8 to 1 at the Farmers Market. We will be featuring about 15 local authors here in Lawton. They'll be available to, you can purchase books, they can sign them for you. Each one of them will have about 5 to 10 minutes to speak up about themselves and then read a little passage from their book. And the next, this is the second month for us to offer a variety of STEM classes. We actually have a STEM coordinator, Ms. Brooke Rooney. She's actually a makerspace teacher here at Freedom Elementary School. So we are very excited to partner with her to offer a variety of STEM classes for our kiddos, and even the adults are welcome to join in. The cell phone basics and AI for everyone will actually be taught by library staff, but the rest of them are taught by her. We'll have a variety of those classes during fall break. She'll be doing wearable tag, mask making, and meal makers. Those were all well attended last month, so we're excited to continue to grow. And of course, we have our Halloween events. We'll have our annual Boo Walk at the open streets this year, which is Saturday, October 19th from 10 to 2. We'll have a variety of vendors out there, so we're excited to have that event. And then our annual Boo-Palooza is Tuesday, October 22nd from 10 to 10:30. We'll actually also be at Fort Sill Credit Union's trunk or treat and a variety of other places. So I handed out some newsletters. I have more. If you want one, just stop by and see me afterwards. And you can find all our events on the City of Lawton website or our Facebook page.
Okay, thank you so much to the city for all of that. Now to speak more about his counterpart, we have Ethan Briner with special events.
Kevin here, he said to look under your chairs. Apparently one of you is possibly lucky. No, nobody's in luck? Nobody? All right. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, right. This is Kevin. If you haven't met Kevin before, he is part of the Boss Haunted Basement, which happens here in this building. Directly underneath you, if you didn't know there was a basement. The Boss soldiers on Fort Sill run a haunted house for 2 weeks. So we welcome all of you. It's $10 to come in. It's one of the biggest fundraisers they do for the entire season. It helps them cover different activities that they do. So please plan on it. The 18th it kicks off, 18th, 19th, 25th, and 26th of this month. Looking forward to seeing you all. All right, so getting into it. Karaoke, once again, here, Patriot Club, tomorrow night. Who's coming out to sing? Chris, you're doing it, right? Doing it again this week? Chris, Sergeant Major. Pearson's going to be there. Who's going to join him? He gets up on stage. Just don't use the foot again. All right? Keep it clean. Karaoke, you have until November 13th, so you got a month and a half to go. Come out, enjoy yourselves. This Friday, I want to see a show of hands. Just put your hands up before I even say anything. Hands up. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Nobody else. Wow, this is very disappointing. You know. This Friday, Oktoberfest. We take it off. I will try to say, how many of you coming to Oktoberfest this Friday? Come on, 75th. Wow. I know you're going to Virginia. Yes, I know you're going to go run. Or you're not, though. You're going to be here. Yeah, I know. So Oktoberfest this Friday, kicking off at 5 p.m. 6 p.m. will be the beer tap in the back. We don't have to worry about Colonel Pete busting it because Colonel Barrett is an expert at tapping the keg. So we look forward to it. No pressure, sir. No pressure.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Sure. You got this.
Bring me back to my glory days.
If not, everybody gets a lot of free drinks that day. If you didn't know, the Boss program has reopened the Sheraton Theater to movies. So for the rest of this month, every Tuesday is a scary movie, except for tonight. We'll go into next week. There's a complete list of it. Please come out, enjoy it. It's free. The only thing that they charge is concessions. Once again, helps them fundraise. A lot of terrifying movies and just some that make you think. As we've already talked about, we have our DB Phoenix run, which is next Wednesday. This is a free run. We'd like to see as many show up as possible. Come out, it's a night run. It'll be a good time had by everybody. Next slide. As I talked about, Fort Sill's Basement of Terror goes on the 18th and 19th, 25th and 26th. If you do have children and they want to take part, you just let us know, hey, please don't scare them too badly. They want to sleep tonight. You let the actors know downstairs. Just take it back a few notches, unless you want your child not to sleep, and then we can take it up a few more notches for them. Reynolds doing haunted house this year, so I don't mind giving you guys a free plug. So Reynolds also, so you have 2 haunted houses on Fort Sill, so take advantage of that. You can go from one to the other, be completely terrified, plus there's candy at both, so just think of that, it's a plus. Monster Mini Golf at Ledra, they're doing an amazing job, October 19th. If you want to go out, play some mini golf, 7 p.m. that kicks off. We have our zombie run. This is my favorite one. Kevin, you get to take part. Part of the Songbird Trail that happens this year. It's a 5K, it's a 1 mile. There's also a 5K ruck involved. come out, get scared, have zombies chase you, and also have service members chase you. You can guess which one's which. And then our Chris Kingle Mark, that will be kicking off our tree lighting. If I see this correctly, it is on November 22nd. So come on out. If any of you want to shop, if any of you know people that would like to sell goods out there, please make sure you get with MWR so we can get them signed up. It will be a lot of fun this year. Pearson, where are you guys going to be shooting off the cannon this year? Do you know? For the tree lighting?
I can't give anything away.
Can't give anything away.
But thanks. For the vendors, I signed 5 or 6 of them yesterday, so I think we're trying to get 12. We got
17 currently, sir.
Okay, so 17 currently, but we're always looking for more. So if you're interested, reach out to Sarah Grossberg, her team at NWR, and I'll make its way through me and I'll sign it. So as long as it makes the legal and all the other stuff. But so really appreciate that. 17 so far, that's great news.
All right, and the last thing. 2025 is right around the corner, so I wanted to introduce the 2025 Run Series. Those of you who've taken part in the Rocket Series this past year, this is what 2025 looks like. These are what our medals look like, our shirts, and that's what your medal series connects and builds. It is a desk medal series. It'll be quite large, so it's Thompson from Mueller. White's not here, but Ma, you're here, so you want to pass that on. Rock. We're good again? All right, perfect. So look forward to seeing everybody take part in the runs this year. 31st. Bonnie, we're good? Yes, you like that one? All right. Any questions, please let me know. Kevin is here for pictures and autographs.
Can you go back to Chris Kringle Mark's slide, please?
Go back to which one?
Chris Kringle Mark.
Chris Kringle Mark.
So the vendors will be there at 12:30 on Friday, a chance to shop. We're trying to get seasonal stuff. So please come out and be aware of that, spread the word to your... And then the tree lighting ceremony is on there. It tells you what time that starts. At the tree lighting ceremony, to deconflict with the graduations that week, we're not bringing vendor trucks to the Chris Kringle Mark at 12:30, but we will have them there in the evening. So please spread the word so you know what's going on. And if anybody has something they want to sell, again, please talk to Mrs. Sarah Gersberg team so we can get them set up correctly and have the right vendors out there. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Glenn. So Glenn and Sarah feel a little pressure from me, which is good. But I want to make this a huge event for Team Long and Fort Sill, much like you've seen over in Europe. And so the opportunity for folks to come over and enjoy the spirit of Christmas as we greet Santa Claus, and I won't tell you what else is going on that evening, but it should be a great event there on the OPQ. So I look forward to seeing all of you out there.
Any questions before I walk away? He's here for photos later. Virginia, all you.
Okay, so at this point in time, I would usually share the community calendar with you. This month I have the privilege to bring in a bunch of people who shared a ton of events that I would usually tell you about. So I'm just going to highlight one event that is this Saturday. Stay local, there's a lot of amazing things happening, but if you feel like going to Tulsa, Fort Sill is going to be at the Military Appreciation Game. Those tickets are 4 free tickets with 1 active duty military ID. All you need to do is show up to the ticket concession stand at the university, show your ID, and you'll be able to go in with your family. So if you're a football fan, or you just want to see Army play football, join us in Tulsa this weekend.
I didn't see trunk or treat on the slide yet. So 26th October, preceding the zombie run. So far we have 30 people and or units that will have vehicles out there conducting trunk or treat. So if candy's a factor, I heard Ethan mention that earlier, that's the place to be. It starts at 1600. So please come, that's right? 4 o'clock, yes, double check myself. So it'll be at 1010 Sheridan, which is the youth center. There will be a less terrifying haunted house put on by the teens from the teen center for the littles, and then units and community members as well as command teams will be out there with their vehicles decorated, handing out candy. So please, 26th October, it's a second chance to wear those Halloween costumes, so please come out and see us.
Okay, there's not a slide, but we do have 2 organizations and people that we want to recognize this month. The first of which has just returned, and our quite impressive showing is the half section. So if you'll join us up here, we'd love to do this for you.
Okay, Son Major accuses me of being the horse whisperer at times to take out some of my angst. But I've had the opportunity to personally interact on multiple occasions with this team. Always professional and very valuable in our recruiting efforts, not just here in Fort Sill, but across Southwest Oklahoma. And most recently, the team had the opportunity to go to El Reno and compete in the calf competition. We had a couple that did very well. Staff Sergeant Dew here to my right, obviously won and did very well in the saber competition. Is Captain Chi here? Did very well, but the entire team, I'm proud of this entire team. It is a thankless job. So when you're at home enjoying a cup of coffee on Saturday and Sunday mornings, they are down at the stables or at the corral early before daylight feeding our military working equines and just do a great job maintaining the team there. So with that, I'd like to recognize them based on the recent gap comp with Sergeant Major here in my presence. So Sergeant Major, if you have. And let's give them a round of applause.
We have the privilege of experiencing a lot of the impact of this person on Fort Sill. She is moving up and on to bring her wealth of events and entertainment to the larger MWR piece of the Army. But we couldn't let her leave without recognizing her. So I'd like to invite Neil Langley to be recognized by command.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, I promise not to throw you any more curveballs. I would like to open it up for closing remarks. If you have questions, comments, now's the time.
Anybody with questions? In the virtual space? Anybody in the virtual space?
There's nothing online, sir.
Nothing online?
Okay. Anybody in the room? Good.
Okay, real quick for me, again, if you've been following Facebook and the Garrison page, we've been doing a lot of physical challenges. This year, October, we'll be putting a video up. Hopefully this afternoon will be the bike challenge. The different levels to achieve would be 200 miles, 300 miles, and 500 miles for platinum. So if anybody wants to get out there and put in miles on the bike, we do it on the honor system. We're not going to be checking anybody's mileages or Garmin. Again, I want to put off a big thank you to Jeremiah Zarenda and the rest of the DBW team with the fantastic hunting season kickoff. However, I will put out that we've already had a few people that have been caught hunting without elk tags or saying they're residents when they're actually non-residents. Just so that the team's doing a fantastic job. Please abide by the rules and regulations, or you're going to have some pretty significant punitive damages. And then again, I like to reemphasize ARMA. I talk it all the time. If you live or work in this installation, download the ARMA app and use ARMA to put in work orders. I just ask you to be honest. Sometimes I'll have people call me and say, hey, I've had this issue and DPW's not helping me. And I'll say, hey, did you put in ARMA? Like, I sure did 2 weeks ago. And I'll log in and they put, work order goes in 30 seconds after we hung up the phone. So I'm actually, the DPW team's doing a great job. They will get out to you and they will help you out. But if you download the ARMA app, that's the best way to do it. You know, get out there expeditiously.
Okay, and I want to echo the hunting. We've had about, I'll say about 50-ish people so far not doing the right things. There's you know, based off our regulations and whatnot, there's some consequences that come out of that. So I just ask that we enjoy all the hunters on here. I know a lot of people enjoy hunting on Fort Sill. It's really a great opportunity to do that. So just ask everybody just to follow the rules on that. So one, it's a safe environment, number one. And number two, it's a pleasurable environment. Go out there and do hunting. I really want to enjoy it. Hey, I want to thank the team from Lawton for coming out. It's great to see y'all. I really appreciate it. Look forward to this continued partnership. It's a ton of fun. What I heard was if you go to Lawton at 1500, get a lot of candy, and you come back to your own post or go back out on somewhere else, there's more candy. So for all your parents out there, good luck. Good luck. Looking forward to Oktoberfest. We're going to tap the keg. It's going to be like our glory days, so it's going to be a ton of fun. But and then on the 5th, not really mentioned here, is we're doing a Martha Songbird cleanup. So one, it's a really great little park there, right there by the sort of by the Patriot Club, right across the street. If anybody's ever been there, it's a really great area. Again, Martha Songbird is the last carrier pigeon, I think, in the Army many moons ago, and it's a nice area. So, but it's also, we're trying to clean it up for the zombie run. We're going to do it twice a year. Obviously, the 5th and the 12th sort of counts as one, so the 5th and the 12th. And then on Earth Day in the spring. It's a really cool area to go out there and go walk around and see some nature on some other parts of nature on Fort Sill. And then, again, I want to say thanks to everybody and continue to let us know through the ICE comment channels, right, wrong, or indifferent, good, bad, or ugly. And we'll go out there and we'll fix it. We're eager to do that and work with y'all in the community. So I'm going to say thanks for that. And sir, you going to start?
Is anyone else cold in here?
Yeah. Isn't that great?
So I thought I would never say that about the picture. It's really cold. It's like snowing up here. Hey, just a couple things real quick, and I'll hand it over to CJ. I am a huge advocate of the FCCs here on Fort Sill, and it's absolutely an untapped resource for our soldiers and their families. So, you know, the leadership that's here, please share that, you know, with your teammates. A lot of folks don't know they even exist. So we all know CDCs fill up rather quickly, and there's a wait list to get children in there to get child care. But the FCCs are absolutely remarkable, and they are absolutely the best in the Army here at Fort Sill. So please share that with your teammates and get them out there so they can discover it. All they got to do is go walk down to an office over there, and they get some child care pretty quickly. Hey, so we're at training installation, right? I mean, y'all see trainees walking around installation all the time. You're going to see a difference in how they move themselves around the installation. I'm just sharing that with you today to let you know they're not in trouble. But we're just getting after some standards of discipline here on Fort Sill. So don't be shocked and think that all the trainees here at Fort Sill are in trouble as you see them moving differently across the installation now. And just closing things out, thanks to all the volunteers that make everything happen here on Fort Sill. We've had an extremely busy summer with all the events, and going into the holiday season, it's going to be even busier. But we can't make these things happen, and they won't be successful without the help from all of our volunteers. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Sir, off.
All right, thanks, Sergeant Major. And I'll just close this out. I appreciate, again, all the command team's directors and Team Law Fort Sill representatives here today. I normally end with one quote, and that's number 45, which says, "Life is better with great teammates." Today, I would share with you Fires 50, number 15. It says, "A good idea only becomes great when it is shared." And today we've received a ton of information, a lot of upcoming events and activities. I would challenge all of you to take this back to your respective units or directorates and across the installation. Share this with our soldiers, Marines, airmen, and families so that we can continue to make Team Hawk Fort Sill a great place that everyone wants to come to. So thanks again for your time and have a great week. Thank you.
Don't forget to sign the proclamation for the week.